Hey y'all, good morning. I just watched a very interesting bio on the life of Aleister Crowley, which I've heard about him on various videos that I've watched on YouTube about ex-witches or the Beatles or people who are rock and roll stars. They all get into Aleister Crowley and his writings and his teachings. His main commandment, like the Christian commandment, is love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and mind. His main commandment for his satanic Bible was do what thou wilt, which means do whatever the heck you want to do, which was the theme for the 60s, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Do what thou wilt. Do whatever you want to do, because why not, right? But then I would say the song makes sense. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. But if it makes you happy, why the hell are you so sad? Which is something that everybody needs to analyze if that's their life motto. Do what thou wilt. Do whatever the heck you want to do. Okay, sure, if it makes you happy, but then why the hell are you so sad? Because God did not create us to do whatever we want to do. God created us to have a desire to submit to God, to Him, to the Supreme Being. He created us to serve one another. He didn't create us to just live for yourself. Anybody who lives for themselves is depressed. The most depressed people are the most selfish people. The most happy people are the most giving people. Like the days when I make the most videos, those are my happiest days, because I'm giving, I'm serving you all. You know? If you're not giving, if you're not serving, you're miserable. You're miserable. Anybody who doesn't give to anybody or serve anybody, they're miserable. They want everybody to serve them because they think that that's what will make them happy. What does Jesus say? Whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Whoever wants to save his life will lose it. The more you want me, it's all about me. You want to save your life. You have to live forever. Everybody has to serve you. Everybody has to make you happy. The more you lose your life because you're depressed, because you're like, no, that's not what I'm supposed to do. It's in giving that you receive. 'Tis better to give than to receive. Blessed are those. You're blessed if you give. We're blessed to be a blessing. God blesses you so that you can be a blessing. The more selfish you are, the more miserable you are. The more you want everybody to serve you, the more miserable you are. But the more that you serve others, the more happy you are. You know, even if you're like, oh, I feel like a slave, I'm serving everybody else. You think that you'll be miserable if you're a slave, but you're actually happier because you're proud of yourself. You're proud of yourself. You're like, look at all those people I made happy today. Like when I used to do pizza delivery. Every day, at the end of the day, I was dog tired, but I was like, look at all those people I made happy today. I dropped off like 40 or 50 pizzas to 40 or 50 houses. Look at all those people I made happy today. But I was tired. It was hard work. Was it fun? Yeah. If you've never tried doing pizza delivery, you should do it. Because you make so many people happy. Everybody's happy to see you. You show up at their house. They don't even know you. They're so happy to see you because you're bringing pizza. It's great. It's great, you know? It's like the best job on the face of the planet. And you can make a lot. If you work like 10 a.m. till 10 p.m., you can make like 120 a day. I thought that was a lot. Or 140 a day, actually. I did that one day. One day I did that. Usually I would work like 11 to 7, you know, which is still kind of a lot. It's a lot to be driving for 8 hours, but it's fun. You make everybody happy. Anyways, point being, the more you try and make other people happy, the more happy you'll be. The more all you care about is yourself, the less happy you're going to be. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be depressed. You're going to be like, what's the purpose of my life? Why am I alive? What's the point? Why am I still alive? If all you do is live for yourself, I guarantee you ask yourself that question all day, every day. Why am I still alive? What's the purpose of my life? Nobody needs me. You know? It's important for at least one person to need you. That's why it's good for people to have kids or grandkids. You know, it's good for someone to need you. You know, in some capacity. That's why it's good to have a job. It's good to have a boss and coworkers that are dependent on you because people need you, you know? And you're like, that's cool. People need me, you know? If I wasn't here, it would be chaos. in whatever workplace you're in. I guarantee you, you ever take a day off or a week off, the place just falls apart without you. Or at least hopefully it does. If it doesn't, you're not a good worker. Hopefully the place falls apart without you if you leave for a day or a week. Anyways, remember that. 'Tis better to give than to receive. Remember that at Christmas time. Give. Give without expecting anything in return. So many people at Christmas are like, I'm going to give this person this, and then they're going to hopefully give me this, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, and that's just so stupid. It's like, why don't you just buy presents for yourself? Like, you're giving presents in order for them to give you, like, well, if I give them a TV, then they'll give me, like, an Xbox or something. Like, just buy yourself an Xbox and forget about buying them a TV. That's how my family was. We didn't really buy presents for each other. We were like, Jesus is our present. And I think that was our attitude. Like, if we want anything, we'll just buy it ourselves, for ourselves. But, yeah, don't give expecting to get something in return. Every time you give, you should literally expect nothing in return, unless you're working and you're expecting a paycheck. But other than that, you should expect nothing in return, Everyone who's a parent, that's your life. You give, you serve your kid, you should expect nothing in return for everything you do for your kids, And if you do expect something in return, then you're not a good parent, because your kids really can't pay you back until someday, maybe they'll get an awesome career, and maybe they'll get a mansion house on the beach, and maybe they'll let you live with them. Maybe. But, anyways, I hope you all can be really good at giving this season. 'Tis the season for giving. Try and have that as your goal. Give without expecting anything in return, because you'll be a lot happier. Anger comes from expectations. The more expectations you have on anyone, the more angry you're going to get, because if they don't do what you're expecting, you get really pissed. It's better to just not expect anything from anybody, and then you will never get mad. Try it. Try it for a day. Don't expect anything from anybody, and you won't get mad. Try it. And also try that. Give without expecting anything in return. God loves y'all. God bless. Bye.